Hi guys, it's Nancy, and I am here with some new products from Ranger and Simon Hurley. Thank you, Simon, for inviting me. And let's get into it. So we have 4 new Lunar pastes, and I love these colors. I don't know, the names, the colors. I want to use these in making, like, this is the time of year where we're making gingerbread cards and, gingerbread cookies and pumpkin spice. And that's, these are very warm, kind of, just remind me of fall. So the first one that I have here is cookie dough. And you can see that it is I would describe it as a pearl color. It's very pretty, but it's not white. It has a little bit of a cream undertone to it. It looks exactly like icing, buttercream icing. And then Gur is a nice brown color. Weeping Willow is a darker brown. And then Shady is a dark gray. And to compare those to the silver and gold metallics that Simon has now, this is a great way to round them out. So you can see here on my swatch, here is Silver Lining, which is a lot lighter silver than Shady. Shady is a darker gray. And then Gold Rush is a lighter, almost an antique gold. So Cookie Dough and Gur are kind of along that range where you have almost a bronze, I would say, a bronze and a cream. So I like that. Very, very nice additions to the sets here. We're not going to play with those today. I have a lot of videos showing you guys the different ways to use Lunar paste. You can use them through stencils. You can watercolor and paint with them. I've also used them, you can stamp with them, especially using the foam. It's really neat, the textures that you can get with that. And you can foil over them. So for my foiling friends, you can run this through a stencil similar to any other kind of texture gel, and it will adhere to the foil once it's completely dry. They dry very quickly. They're very luminous and shiny, almost looks like it's been foiled. But very, very beautiful. And I think that these colors of metallics really round out. And I haven't had one dry out yet. And there are quite a few companies out there that sell pastes that dry out. And I have not had these dry out yet. Thank goodness. So very, very good. All right. But let's talk about the new stencil and make a card. So I have cut down a piece of some Simon Hurley Stark White cardstock to 5.5 by 4.25. This is my waffle flower stencil mat. I have a piece of Masking Magic from Gina K. Circle die cut that. So I have that ready to go. Then we have the brand new 6x6 layering stencil, and this is called Winter Scene Maker. And I'm going to pair that with the Handwritten Christmas. We want Santa and his reindeer. Perfect for this. Okay, so we're going to leave that out. So the first thing I want to do is some ink blending on my background. And I like these because Ranger has left the little, the doors on there. So that way, the houses, that way you can use them to mask off, which is great. And then same thing, you have the stencil and the mask in here for the houses, for the trees. And a tree scene you can always use. It doesn't have to just be a winter scene. You can use that anytime. And then the second one are the houses and the snow. So perfect little addition here. Let me see, do these windows line up? Oh, I see. These houses are different. These houses go with these windows. These houses are different. Oh, so you get 2 sets of houses. Okay, I'm with it. I got it. It's been a long day, you guys. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is put my mask down. I said I was going to do this video and attempt to do my first ASMR as an ode to Simon, but I realized that takes a lot of editing to do that, and I don't edit my videos, you guys. So we're doing a one-take wonder here. Okay, starting with trying to get the backing off. And I like the Masking Magic from Gina K because it kind of has this plasticky feeling. So this is our moon. All right, we're going to start with some midnight snack. Maybe I should start with the houses. We're going to start with the houses. Which houses? We're going to start with these houses in the background. Like there's a hill of houses. And then we're going to bring these houses and put them in the front. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we'll do. My plan is coming together. All right. I'm going to grab a little bit of tape. All right, we'll be okay. As long as I just keep this kind of clear. All right, I know what I'm doing. My idea is coming together in my head. All right, so I'm going to start with some shady. A little ink blending sponge daubers here. And these houses, I'm just going to be doing a row of them in the background. Okay, that is our first row. Ta-da! All right, now we're going to grab our bigger houses, but before we do our bigger houses, I'm going to do the we're going to do their windows. So for the windows, I've grabbed some shooting star. Actually, we might have to go back in over that because I think we're going to end up covering up some of those windows. Okay, now we can put our houses down. Pop this one up. Yeah, we're going to go back in with some Lunar paste to make those windows pop. Little masks are in the way. All right, now we know exact placement of where everything should be. Ta-da! Okay, now we're going to do the trees. Actually, should we do the sky and then we'll do the trees? We'll do the sky and then we'll do the trees. So now we're going to get some midnight snack. and now we have our trees. We have some fake plant. Really just kind of focusing on the tops of those trees. Just a little bit of extra in there. Okay. You could even... All right, so we got our little neighborhood. We need to add Santa. I'm going to remove the little, oh, nope, I wanted to add purple. Not done yet. I wanted to do some Crown Me just to make the sky a little darker. There we go. And then back to a little bit of shady. There we go. There's our little village. Now we're going to remove our mask. Okay. Now, at this point, you could even do water spots because these inks are water reactive if you wanted to. I want to stamp Santa and the reindeer right there. So I'm going to grab my Mini Misty. And I'm going to use some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. Perfect. I'm going to do one more. Okay, as I said before, we are going to realign our lights on the front houses here, and we're going to use some Golden Hour Solar Paste. This is our super light gold. Where'd my, okay, so we're just going to use this over the windows. very, very little bit goes a very long way. Okay, I'm not going to do the windows on the back ones. We're going to do that in just a second. I'm going to wipe this down with a wet wipe. Very easy to clean up. Okay, and I am going to bring my heat tool and dry those just a little bit because I do want to finish this. And I'm going to add the snow, but I don't want to end up messing up my my little houses there. So we can take a heat tool very lightly. Now you don't want to go direct into it because it'll bubble. So I'm just going to give that a few minutes and I'll be right back. I'm going to clean up my stamps and stencils while we give that a few minutes to dry. But it'll only be a minute for you guys. Okay, mostly dry. I did touch it and it was still wet, but we're good now. And I also took a sentiment, the Silent Night, Holy Night from that same Handwritten Christmas, stamped that to the inside of my card front. So that's ready to go. And we're going to very carefully now take our snow and try not to stick it on my windows. I think we're okay. And put that stencil down right there. And this time I'm going to go in with some Solar Paste in Beluga, which is a pretty pearl, but it has that light blue undertone to it. And that is what we're going to use for our snow. Solar Paste is really cool because it's this iridescent, pearly paste. And I'm just going to put it all over everything. But on dark cardstock, which you should be able to see once we're done here, it changes colors. So you'll see the blue mica come out on this dark cardstock. And again, a little bit goes a long way. That back in. Ta-da! How pretty that is. All right, so again, I'm going to give this just a moment to dry, and then we'll assemble our card. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, here is my finished card for you. I got to say, too, the Simon Hurley Stark White cardstock is very heavy. I believe it's 110-pound cardstock, but you can see how it takes the ink blending very nicely, and it takes the Solar Paste, Lunar Paste very nicely. So it's a really good, thick cardstock, too, that it's not going to shrivel up and pill and warp on you. So really, really nice. But this, again, is brand new. Release date is October 6th, and this is the Winter Scene Maker, and there you can see some more ideas, and I'm sure Simon will have a live where you get to see everything. 6x6 layering stencil. And don't forget to check out the new Lunar Paste. I have every color of Lunar Paste. I love them so much. And again, we have Cookie Dough, Gur, Weeping Willow, and Shady added to the new collection. And on my card, I used Solar Paste Golden Hour and Solar Paste Beluga. Again, these are great on dark cardstocks because you can see they just look kind of pearly on white cardstock, but once they are on dark, as you can see here, that Golden Hour is golden. You can see that nice light gold, and then the Beluga has this blue interference kind of color to it. So I like having the Solar Paste as part of my collection as well. If you enjoyed watching me make this card, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to do any shopping, I will have the links down below for you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.